ESPN's exclusive presentation of the McDonald's Boys High School All-American Game is presented by McDonald's and in part by Insight and NikeBasketball.com.
And we welcome you back to Cleveland. You get a shot of Jacobs Field on the right, and as we now bring you inside Gund Arena, where it looks like about 17 or 18,000 people are here for the McDonald's All-American High School boys game. Of course, many have come to see LeBron James. Let's tell you first about the All-Stars from the West, Aaron Brooks and Shannon Brown in the backcourt. Brown, an explosive leaper. N.D. Eby, who Jay spoke about a little bit earlier, along with Leon Poe, and Kendrick Perkins up front, 6'10" and 285 pounds. For the East, of course, LeBron James from just down the road in Akron. He is the front and center attraction in tonight's game. But Chris Paul, Michael Jones, who's going to Maryland. Paul's going to Wake Forest. They'll make up the backcourt. Charlie Villanueva is up front along with James Lang, who is 305 pounds. So we got almost 6.
Ron, a very fundamental player. That's where you get your
a part of the crowd up in the second deck, maybe folks from Akron, all wearing looks like St. Vincent, St. Mary t-shirts, and he points up to them on his way back down the floor, and now he's got a steal. Unselfishly gives it up, and Michael Jones will finish with a jam.
That's 3 assists now for James, and I thought before the game.
Yeah, one of his good buddies. Off the Clippers, same neighbor.
Along with Brandon Cotton. Tom Izzo back to really pressure defense and scoring off of their defense, generating offense. Look at that pass. The no-look to Villanueva, high above the crowd. The transition defense, we won't talk about. The reasons people like to play with LeBron, because he gives the ball up, and he does it because it's the right play. The great finish by Villanueva, and then drawing 3 defenders. And
hang on. Oh, yes.
1980, there were no boys or no girls
schedule, so they play all these guys year round, and LeBron James taking it the other way, putting it off the board for Charlie Villanueva. I think Villanueva's doing the right thing by sticking as close to James as he can. Just picking up those leftovers is going to perhaps make him the MVP of this game, or at least the leading scorer.
James
with a 360 dunk, and I said, Coach, what would you do if one of your players in your day tried the 360 dunk? And he said, without question, by the 2 feet underneath you and go straight up. But you can't argue with the ability to deliver the ball. This is all natural skills. You can't learn to throw the alley-oop. He drives very well, and it's such.
Teamy are the 3 injured players. You know what, guys? Give Eby a lot of credit as we take another look at this incredible outlet pass by LeBron James. N.D. Eby is not slacking off on defense. He's working as hard as he can to try to keep James in check.
And he's so long. We talked about that earlier. He not only combines the athleticism and a really good skill set with great length, and that
special thing. I think he's going to be an outstanding NBA player. And I know this might be a dangerous thing to say around here. It may be better for him not to play for the Cavaliers. Go somewhere far away from a lot of the hometown pressure, and develop his
that drive to be great that very few players, frankly, have.
He's a guy, as you guys have spoken, in the NBA. What kind of a position do you envision him playing?
Start at 3. You know, he doesn't have the ability to cover 2s in the NBA, but I think
leads him up the floor.
It'd be a difficult thing to go through.
How about the fact that he'll be a target, Tim, next year? Everybody's going to try. Mike Jones, he's had a terrific game. What an athlete. But how about the attention he's going to has had a very nice ball game. He's really rebounded well, and again, the timing, the passing ability, and his ability to see the floor with his peripheral vision. He was setting that play up when he brought it down, and Michael Jones going to Maryland, 6'4", just under 200 pounds, and he's not only a good athlete, he's also a pretty darn good passer, and he's got the ability to shoot the ball from 3-point range. He will fit in very nicely at Maryland with that athleticism.
Yeah, so impressed with what Gary.
With the record crowd here tonight. Look at this.
He doesn't even have to.
LeBron James, in spite of the fact he's so close to breaking the scoring record, has not lost his unselfishness at any point in this game.
It's just spectacular, not only to be able to do it, but to do it with the left hand and throw it up there with touch exactly where it needs to be. No rotation on that ball. Easy to come in.
Got him into the flow early. And then, the West team started to come back. And, my teammates told me to take over a little bit more scoring ball-wise. And, I did that in the second half, and we came away with a victory.
LeBron, your intentions for next year?
Well, right now I'm just going to spend this last night with the fellow teammates and females from the McDonald's game. And there's really no telling when I'm going to make my decision.
Can you...